What if your city could control your emotions? Not by persuasion, but by invisible systems regulating your brain chemistry. What if that moment of sudden calm wasn't natural, but engineered? Welcome to the era of urban mood control, where smart cities do more than watch you. They influence what you feel. Welcome to Tech Science Insights. Here, we uncover the future and the dangerous truths it holds. If you're passionate about knowing what lies ahead, hit that subscribe button. No spam, just shocking science and future tech that'll blow your mind. The rise of neuro-responsive architecture. Urban planning is no longer about where to build roads or plant trees. Today's architects are integrating neuroscience into design. Called neuroarchitecture, this field studies how buildings, lighting, sound, and even color affect our mental states. Imagine a street where the lighting shifts based on your stress level, or a public square designed to reduce aggression. Already, cities like Singapore and Toronto are experimenting with calming urban layouts, biofeedback sensors, and environmental triggers to influence citizen behavior. Researchers have found that just adjusting lighting temperature can lower crime rates. So, what happens when entire blocks of a city are designed to alter your mood, without your knowledge or consent? And more importantly, who decides what you should feel? Smart environments that read you. With the rise of AI, urban infrastructure is now embedded with sensors and emotion-detecting technologies. Cameras can read facial microexpressions, gait, and even your pupil dilation to detect emotional states in real time. Public benches can monitor your heart rate. Crosswalks adjust their timing based on how anxious the crowd appears. Sounds helpful, right? But it's also a data collection goldmine. Cities can now gather emotional data on a massive scale, tracking happiness, sadness, anger across populations. This is no longer theory. China has already deployed emotion recognition AI in schools and workplaces. Urban spaces embedded with smart glass, AI speakers, and bioreactive materials are next. But if a system knows how you feel, what's to stop it from making you feel something else? The science of emotional engineering. Let's dive deeper into the core of this. Emotional engineering. Using a mix of neuroscience, psychology, and environmental tech, mood control systems can influence dopamine and cortisol levels using sound frequencies, aroma dispersal, or light pulses. Studies have shown that certain sound frequencies can calm aggressive crowds or boost cooperation. Blue lighting is used in Tokyo subway stations to reduce suicide attempts. Even the scent of lavender in public transport can reduce anxiety. But when these techniques scale to entire cities, we enter a new realm: behavioral programming. Are we really choosing to feel happy, or are we being programmed to? And how long until these technologies are exploited for manipulation? Governmental and corporate agendas. Mood control isn't just about public peace. It's about control. Governments may justify this tech as a way to prevent riots, reduce crime, or boost productivity. But corporations are just as interested. Imagine walking through a shopping district where subtle stimuli make you more impulsive. Light aroma sprays, visual cues, all calibrated to make you spend more. Digital billboards powered by AI can now change their ads depending on your mood. It's not just science, it's profit and control. A population that's too calm to protest, too content to question, too satisfied to resist. And when you no longer feel anger or dissent, is that peace or oppression in disguise? The ethical abyss. Can you consent to something you don't know is happening? That's the core ethical dilemma of urban mood control. These systems don't ask permission. They don't notify. They simply adjust your environment, and with it, your mind. What if a city decides that your sadness is a threat to public morale, or that anxiety needs to be neutralized? What happens to authenticity, to emotional freedom? And even worse, what if the systems make mistakes? Or worse, what if they don't? What if they are perfectly doing what they're built to do? And that's precisely the problem. Because a city that regulates your emotions can also regulate your truth. The dangers of algorithmic empathy. These systems are often governed by AI, algorithms trained on emotional datasets, but lacking human context. They recognize patterns, not meaning. So when an AI misreads your sadness as aggression or your excitement as instability, what does it trigger? Police alerts, mood suppressants, social penalties. And as these algorithms learn and adapt, the line between safety and surveillance blurs further. Your feelings become code, your emotional life, a program. And in a world run by code, who's debugging the errors in your mind? Resisting the mood grid, is there a way to resist? To remain emotionally autonomous? Awareness is the first step. Once you understand how environments influence you, you can begin to reclaim your agency. But resistance isn't easy. These systems are passive, ambient, and often invisible. They don't confront you. They surround you. Some activists suggest using biojammers, wearables that interfere with biometric scans. Others promote emotionally disruptive art, graffiti, and installations designed to interrupt the mood grid. But the ultimate resistance lies in our humanity, in reclaiming the right to feel, even when it's uncomfortable. What happens? When mood becomes policy, as cities become emotionally programmable, policies could begin to reflect emotional outcomes. A city may prioritize areas where happiness metrics are low, or punish neighborhoods that show high levels of anger. This sounds progressive, but also dangerously biased. Who defines good emotions? Who decides which feelings deserve suppression or support? The line between public health and emotional conformity becomes razor thin. And we must ask, are cities solving problems or sterilizing society? The future. Paradise or psychological prison? Urban mood control could create utopias. Cities that nurture mental health, reduce violence, and promote cooperation. But at what cost? A world where emotional friction is erased may also erase individuality. A perfect city might be perfectly lifeless. No grief, no passion, no rebellion. Technology is only a tool. It can build a sanctuary or a cage. And right now, it's being built faster than we can regulate it. Thanks for watching Tech Science Insights. If this episode sparked something in you, don't forget to subscribe. Next time, we dive even deeper into the technologies that may save us or enslave us. Until then, remember, in a world where cities shape your feelings, feeling anything might be the ultimate act of rebellion.